Good day, all. Welcome to the. Oh, were we live a minute ago? Good day, all. Welcome to the whole. I'm backwards here. My mistake. Welcome to the Network Marketing Insider number 241 by two cool IBOs, or today possibly only one. But we're here in Phoenix, Arizona. Here talking to you from my war room, living room here in the little townhome that I rent. This is not my primary residence. And today is Wisdom Wednesday, March 30th, 2016. Second to last day. One more day in the quarter. That's it. One more day, and 1/4 of this year is gone. Can you believe that? How fast did that go by? Network marketers, welcome, all of you. Anybody who's in Swiss Gold Global, especially, welcome you. ACN, Legal Shield, Opus, and all of you, especially all of you who are now looking for something, some way, somehow to make a difference in your life. Because did you realize that after you take out all the time that you spend sleeping and all the time that you spend working and all the time that you spend commuting to work and all the time that you spend just running around doing all those things that just have to get done, that at the end of the day, most people have only like 1 or maybe 2 hours for themselves to do the kind of things that they like to do? And even if they had more time, would they have the money? We have found a way for you to own your life by starting a home-based business that is so simple. It doesn't involve any selling, and the best part is it doesn't take very much of your time. I don't suppose you might happen to know anybody that would be interested in something like that, would you? Well, guess what? That's the 45-second presentation. That's as hard as you have to work. All you have to do is tell people that simple little piece of trivia, knowledge, information, education, whatever you want to put, however you want to put it. You can call it whatever you want. Just share that little bit of information with people and open their eyes to the fact that, my God, yeah, by the time I get done with all the crap that I got to do, what do I have? What time do I have to do for myself? And even if I had time to do for myself, what the heck would I do for myself? Because I ain't got no money to do anything for myself. That's what the 45-second presentation is designed to instill into the minds of your prospective sponsors, because people don't think about that stuff. They're too busy running around doing all those things they have to do every day. They don't even realize that they don't have any time for themselves. And it's a pretty powerful little presentation, a 45-second presentation. That's not too tough to learn. It seems weird at first. Trust me, I know. You have to say it a lot of times before it starts to flow. But I say that that's as hard as you have to work. I say that network marketing is so simple that anyone can do it. But I never said anything about this being easy. Remember, guys, it is network marketing, okay? It's network marketing. How many of you out there signed up for a network marketing program at some point in time in your life and just expected that, all this money was going to start rolling in because of the power of the business, and you saw all this stuff and the product was great and everything else, and you just figure, man, I'm going to be making so much money at this. And then it never happened. Why did it never happen? Because you didn't do anything. That's why it never happened. That's what it comes down to. And then how many of you, after you didn't do anything and the money didn't come in, turn around and blame the program, complain about the products and the people, and try to justify your position of having done nothing by putting all that out there, all that negativity out there about the program and the people involved and all of that? It's a very typical situation. It happens, it has happened to a lot of you. It's happened to a lot of people. And I just want you to know, if you're looking at network marketing for the very first time, you're facing that. If you don't do something, if you don't network, you'll fail. You're not going to make any money, and you're likely to become one of the haters who, are the ones who badmouth network marketing. It's very funny. And this is the way of the world. It's not just in network marketing. You can pretty much look at almost anything. And although with websites like Yelp and I don't know, Angie's List, a whole bunch of other websites like that, where the world is changing, obviously, and people's opinions matter more now, and more people are willing to share not only the negative, but also the positive. In the past, it's funny because you could look at anything and look for reviews and look for comments and things like that. And you would find that 99% of it was all negative bashing. And this is especially true for network marketing. You could look up any network marketing program and it would have all these people saying, oh, that's a scam, don't get involved, yada, 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 all this stuff. And then read. Oh, here's finally one. Yeah, this thing worked very well for me, blah, 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 yada, yada. People are more apt to express themselves in a negative manner because it's a way to justify their own failure by complaining and blaming outside sources, other factors, by putting out the blame to everything and anyone else but themselves. They can justify themselves for their failure. And that is why it happens so much, is because it's like, we have a problem facing up to our own failures, and that's a bad thing in this country, because failure is actually a good thing. Hey, if you failed at something, that's an opportunity to learn and grow. But what we want to do instead is we want to run from our failure. We want to put it behind us. We want to forget about it. We want to take it off of our shoulders. We don't want to own it. And in order to do that, we blame and complain. And that's why you see so many negative reviews and comments and things about not just network marketing, but about everything, because it's people's release. So don't become a hater just because you failed, and don't give up just because you failed. If you failed, try to figure out why you failed. It's an opportunity for you to learn and grow, like I said. And as I was saying, network marketing is network marketing. You have to do some work. The beautiful thing about it is, the work that you do now, your job, which contributes to the way you think about things, your mindset, contributes to your inability to do something with your network marketing opportunity. it also contributes to your, ability to quickly turn to the easy way out of blaming and complaining when you do not do nothing. So it all starts with that and the way you think about things, first of all. But when you get into a network marketing organization, um, the job that you have now, you're required to go to some location, or if you're fortunate enough, you can work at home. Maybe your hours can be more flexible there, but you're required to put in your time somewhere. You have to go somewhere, you have to be somewhere, you have to stay there, you have to work there, you have to put in your time. Now, how much you really get done oftentimes doesn't make a whole lot of a difference. Just the fact that you're there doing something, and then at the end of your 5-day work schedule, I don't like that word, so I'm skipping it to schedule. At the end of your 5-day work schedule, you put in 40 hours of your time, and you will receive some money for that. In network marketing, you have to switch your mindset from an employee mentality of being paid for the amount of time that you put in. This is a very, very hard crossover to make, being paid for the time that you put in, because it's very easy for people who have have the employee mentality to look at things in this manner and say, well, I've put in all this time and I haven't gotten anything. See, that's a breakthrough you have to make, because when you are joining your network marketing organization, you have to adopt the mentality of, now I'm going to be paid for my production. I'm going to be paid upon my results. I'm going to get paid for what I do. I'm not going to get paid for how much time I put into it. Okay? It might take a lot of time. It might take a short period of time, but it's that time mentality that, oh, I put in all this time and I haven't gotten anything, that causes a lot of people to bail out of their network marketing opportunity before they really ever even get started. And then, of course, just the fact of having to pull away a piece of time that you already have very little of and devote that to your network marketing business in the first place, that in and of itself is a very difficult thing for people to do, because, as I said in the 45-second presentation, you've got all this life happening. You've got all these things going on. You've got all this stuff. And then, you've got a little bit of time to squeeze in the things that you like to do, which I challenge you to ask yourself a question and truly think about, what is it that you really do like to do, and when's the last time you did it? Because, no, seriously, because for most people in today's world, what they like to do is watch TV. You come home from work, you get your shower, you have your dinner, you crack a beer, and what do? You sit down and watch TV. Is that really what you like to do? Or is that just what you're relegated to being able to do? Is that just what you're relegated to, your only way of finding personal entertainment is through the television? That's really more what the reality of it is that you really have no other choice. I don't have any money, and I don't have any money to go anywhere and do anything that I really would like to do. Now, maybe some simpler things maybe you could incorporate into your life. Maybe instead of watching television, maybe you could do some gardening. Maybe you could do some reading. Maybe you could go in the garage and build something. Maybe you could set up a little desk somewhere where you can hobby on something that you like to do. So something that could potentially maybe not cost very much. But here again, where I was going with that is, so now you've got all this time in your life, and really the only thing that you know have going on for yourself is this TV time, and you've got your favorite shows and all that sort of stuff. So when can I really pull out some time out of all this that I got going on? When can I pull out some time to devote to this network marketing business thing, right? That's a tough thing for a lot of people to do. You know, yeah, you know, I got involved with this network marketing thing, and it's always, you know, it's a thing. If it's a thing, it's a nothing. Okay. If you're considering it a thing, you may as well consider it a nothing, because that's what it's going to turn out to be for you, is nothing. If you are excited, you know, because I mean, that's your attitude towards it. If you're not excited about it, if you're not, you know, jumping for joy and getting out there and wanting to be a part of this and making action, taking action and making things happen, it will become, this thing will become a nothing. That's where the work comes in. But I just want to point this out, because you cannot expect something from nothing. And that includes you doing nothing. If you do nothing, you will get nothing. And that's the bottom line. There's no changing that, okay? Doing equals getting. If you go to work and you do nothing, you think you're going to get a paycheck at the end of the week? Well, yeah, you might, but it'll probably be your last one, okay? Because you're not going to even be able to go to work next week, because you're going to get fired for doing nothing, right? So you have to do, even though at work you're getting paid for the time that you're there, you still have to do something. Even though you figured out a way to do the very, very least that you possibly have to do, you still have to do if you want to get that payday. Network marketing is the same thing. Any business is the same thing. Everything is the same thing. If you want something at the end of the day, you have to do something. So two pieces to, you know, the network marketing piece of it is, number one, treat it like your job, okay? Carve out a chunk of time, even if it's just an hour or 2 hours after work. Or if it's, you know, if you can only do it one day a week. I mean, if there's just really, maybe you have a really physically demanding job and you're just too tired at the end of the day, that's completely understandable. But even if you can only carve out, you know, I can 3 hours on Saturday, I can devote to this. I can take these time. Be like your job, okay? For these 3 hours every Saturday, I got to be here working in this business. This is my job. I have to come here and work 3 hours every Saturday. If you can just devote, I mean, seriously devote 3 hours a week to your network marketing business, it's not going to take off rapidly. You know, you're not going to be making $500 a month at the end of your first week. You know, that's just not going to happen. But who knows? Maybe at the end of your first week, you're making nothing. But maybe at the end of your first month, maybe all of a sudden you're making 12 bucks. You got 12 bucks coming in from your network marketing organization, from the work that you did all month. Well, let's see. Let's think about that. You put in 3 hours a week times 4 weeks. That's 12 hours. You got 12 bucks coming in. Okay, it's $1 an hour. It's not that much. It's way below minimum wage. But you put in another 12 hours next week, and now you have $2 coming in. I mean, $24 coming in. Okay, you still put in the same 12 hours, but now you got $24 coming in. Now it's $2 an hour. That's not bad, getting there. So now you put in the same 12 hours again the following month, and now you've got, let's see here, 12 instead of 24, maybe now you've got $48 coming in, because that's one thing about network marketing compensation plans, is your income levels do kind of grow exponentially. So your $12, let's say your $12 became $48. You're still only putting in 12 hours, but now you're getting $4 an hour. Hey, you're halfway to minimum wage. You know, I'm just pointing out that you have to put in the time in order to get. But the beautiful thing is about it, did you see what just happened here? When you go to your job and you put in your 40 hours, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, you're getting your $500 or whatever it is. And the next week you go in, you put in your 40 hours, you're getting your same $500. And the next week, your same $500. And the next week, your same $500. And the next week, your same $500. And then maybe somewhere about a year from now, you get a raise and your same 40 hours get you $540. Woo! Okay. A whole year to get an extra 40 bucks, right? Did you see what I was showing you in network marketing? I put in 12 hours. At the end of the week, I got $12. The next week, I put in 12 hours. At the end of the week, I got $24. The next week, I put in 12 hours. I got $36. The next week, I put in 12 hours. I got $48. The next week, I put in 12 hours. I got 60 hours. Do you see what I'm saying here? For the same amount of time, your income can grow at exponential levels compared to what a job can. So you got to put in the work, guys. That's the bottom line. Nothing in this world is free, including money that you're going to earn in your network marketing business. That's all there is to it. Got to do the work. All right. So treat it like a job. Get out there and devote some time to it, and get out there and learn. That's the other part of the work, is you need to learn about your network marketing organization, your business, your products, the compensation plan, all of those things. You need to learn about it, because you can only project what you know, and the more you know, the more confident you become, and the more confident you become, the better you can project. And that's what you have to do, is you just have to project. You're not selling anything, you're just sharing what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I have, and all that. Simple stuff. So wealthhealth.swissgoldglobal.com. We have great product, great service, great education, great knowledge, great compensation plan, great teaching and training program. You guys got to check it out. And with that, O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. Everybody make it a great Wisdom Wednesday. I hope you got some good stuff out of this.